Yay! Our guild meeting is starting. If you haven't noticed, our guild meetings are now on the second weekend of each month. So that's why the schedule changed. We think it'll be easier because we keep conflicting with events and holidays at the beginning of the month. So let's start with shout outs. Anybody have a shout out?
Got a couple of shout outs. Some folks that have been helping me gear up, which has been really nice. A couple of members of Acheron, some from Empire, some from Dauntless. And there's been a few members from Olympus that have offered to help. Thank you for everybody who's been running dungeons and stuff with me to help gear up.
I have one. I'd like to shout out Sellswords and Empire for clearing normal. I don't think anybody else has. If you did and I missed you, I'm sorry. So congratulations to you, both of your teams.
I have a shout out. I would like to shout out Bolt for the flash farms that he's been running. If you haven't had a chance to go to the flash farms, they're really a good time, and he is really good about teaching you about what you're doing so you can learn how to make money on the auction house. And I really appreciate him getting people involved. So thanks, Bolt.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Bolt.
Okay, any promotions?
I do. I have a promotion.
Go ahead.
I will be promoting two people. One that actually got missed because I actually was bad and missed the guild meeting. So for sponsorship, Zindy's going to be helping along with myself, Star, and Frankie and Mardine. We're going to add another person, so we'll be promoting Itzy as well to help out with the social sponsorship side of things.
Hey,
Congrats.
Zindy and Itzy.
Thank you.
Any other promotions? We have a sizable number of people tonight who are also raiding, so we may be missing some people, but the meeting will be recorded for them so they can catch up, and any promotions that we don't talk about this month we'll catch next month. Any other shout outs or promotions before I move on?
I've got a shout out or two.
Go ahead, Nye.
So to SNE team, they really helped support the bank so far this month, and Demonic Chaos as well, and everybody else in the guild that's been sending us items that we need for raid packages and stuff like that. We really appreciate all your hard work and your donations.
Okay. We'll move on to the State of the Kingdom, and we're starting with Alliance. Snowmantle is raiding tonight, so I'm going to give her report, and it's brief. Everyone seems to be working hard on the new raid. Yay for having a new raid. She did turn on repairs. It was a day late, but they are on now. And she would appreciate it if everyone updated their widgets so she can do her updates. Spank, go ahead.
Hey guys, how's it going? So if you didn't catch my post I made earlier, I dropped a spreadsheet in the Trade LFG channel. What this spreadsheet is for is if you need any of your legendaries crafted throughout the tier, we went ahead and compiled a list of crafters for the guild. So if you want to go ahead and open that spreadsheet up, at the top in each tab are the crafters for each slot. So for cloth, you've got a list of people, leather, mail, etc. And then also at the bottom, I've went ahead and added in all of the material costs for each rank and slot for each legendary. So guys, I really encourage everybody to go ahead and check that out. Let everybody on your teams know, let everybody in guild know. Basically, this is going to serve two purposes. Number one, it's going to make sure that we have at least one person in every single slot within the guild that can craft the rank 4 legendaries for folks. I know that's coming up pretty quick here in the next couple weeks. And also it's going to provide a cheaper means of getting there. You know, with EK, we have a lot of people in the guild, so having that resource at our disposal of, one person does, one of each craft, as opposed to a bunch of different people all having to level up their own thing, which can cost anywhere from, 1 to 2 million gold, is definitely going to help save the guild a lot of gold in the long run. So again, I just encourage everybody to spread this around, let everybody know, so we can get those rank 3s and rank 4s going for all these slots. Also, if anybody wants to volunteer, we still need crafters for mail chest, legs, bracers, and belt. We currently have at least one person in all the other slots. So if anyone in here knows of anybody that would be willing to volunteer, have them send me a DM and we can get that all figured out. Thanks, guys.
So it has a list of the crafters. Are those the actual crafters in game?
Yes. Yep, those are their actual tune names.
And the correct spelling of the person to mail. And
Yes.
apostrophes and whatnot.
Yeah,
Special
and
characters.
I think if you just highlight the cell, I think you can copy the actual name, like if they have special characters, I know I do. Or alternatively, I could probably just put the alt code underneath those names, which might actually be a better idea just in case.
Any other thoughts on this?
Thanks
I
for
would
putting
just
this
say-
together, Spank.
Yeah, other than it's great, yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, shout out to Spank.
I actually got the idea from Asmo, so you can thank him. I just
Shout
got
out
Pretty
the
brilliant.
got the ball rolling for him.
I'm just going to say, if you're on that guild crafting list and if you're having trouble with materials, please message Bolt. I can't say that we'll always have some materials that we can help out the guild crafters with stuff, but if we do, and since it's for the guild and helping out everybody in here and they are guild runs, then I think we can probably see what we can do to help out. So hit him up.
Now it has the mats listed here, but it doesn't have the average price of crafts. Would we have to provide the mats?
So basically how it's going to work is whenever somebody needs their legendary crafted, they're going to look in here and they're going to come down, they're going to say, okay, let's say they need cloth shoulders rank 3. They're going to get what materials they need, and then they're going to send it to whatever crafter is in that slot from the list above. And I have instructions for that as well in the post underneath the actual spreadsheet link. So no, the crafters themselves wouldn't have to supply the mats, so to speak, to every single person. It may come down to you might have to do a couple just to rank it up if you're short, depending on what the demand is for each one of the slots. But again, as Nye said, if anybody needs help with any of that stuff, by all means reach out to us because I'm sure we could help out here and there.
And then I don't know what the ranks are.
So how the legendaries work is there's ranks 1 through 4, and that determines the actual eye level on the piece. Majority of the damage or the throughput on the pieces are going to come from the legendary effects themselves. But so if you want to go from rank 1 to rank 2 for a specific craft on the slot, you have to craft the item 15 times to rank it up. So for each rank, so from rank 1 to 2, 15 times, 2 to 3, 15 times, 3 to 4, 15 times. Most people have probably rank 2 by now, I would imagine. If you're not sure and you want to ask them, just send them a message if you see them online. But most people right now have 1 or 2, just because we're just starting off with this. So if you give it a couple weeks, I'm sure more people will be closer to 3 or 4.
I can't speak for all of the crafters, but I can speak for some. Depending on what rank you need, they may already have some made, so you can ask. If you're a little short, I'm sure they could compensate or something along the lines of that.
Yeah, I know for me specifically, I have 10 of the rank 1 cloth legs and I think about 15 of rank 2 just sitting in my bags because that's what I leveled with. So if anybody needs those as well, I have them. Anything else?
Thanks for making this happen, Spank.
Yeah, no problem. And I went ahead and added the cash on delivery to number 3 in that process there. So hopefully that should help out with making sure mail doesn't get deleted.
Okay. Is Kaylee's not in the channel, is she?
No, I don't think so.
Was there
No, but
anybody?
her agenda is up.
So I can speak for her based on the agenda, but I'm not going to say much. Ollie, do you have a better idea of what the events are?
Whatever her normal events were that she was doing, I think I saw her advertising Mythic Plus tonight. I think they do farming runs on. I'd have to check the events channel, but basically all the Horde events in the events channel should be in full swing now for the Horde.
Okay.
So I can speak for the farming runs because I run those.
Oh, please do.
So we do, I'm trying at least. I'm not getting a lot of people to come, but we do a meat farm and fish on Fridays at 8 Eastern. And then on Sundays, I do an herb farm at, I think it's 7. But all the times should be accurate in the events channel and banking channel.
Okay, thank you. So definitely Horde side, look for the events that are in the events channel. And I know that Kaylee and I are trying to get the banking going stronger on the Horde side. So if you want to participate and help, those farming runs are a great way to do that.
Yeah, it would be nice if I could get some more people to help out. Like, cause Bolt's been helping me with, and we just had a chat about the 10 breast ribs, cause those are super expensive on Area 52. They were, I think, 275 gold like 10 minutes ago. So.
Yikes.
Wow. Okay, moving on to Endless Kingdom. I have a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I see a lot of activity in Endless, and I'm happy to see so many people have returned to the game. On the Horde side of Endless, we did decide that it would be best to bring everybody from Endless into the Eternal Kingdom Horde Guild. So we've consolidated on the Horde side to one guild. There's just not as many people on the Horde side. So this allows us to have a feeling like there are more people on and not come on to Endless and be the only person in the guild. So it's more active this way. And if you are in the Alt Guild or Endless Kingdom on the Horde side, you should move your tune to Eternal Kingdom, and you can talk to Kaylee, Wirio, or Frankie to move your tune. I think Itzy, you've got a tune over there too?
I do. I'm not sure it's been promoted yet, but I'm sure we can handle it.
Okay.
They all have a tune in there.
Okay. I wanted to give some reminders about how sponsorship works. So if you want to sponsor a friend into the guild, you do need to have been in the guild 60 days before you can sponsor that person. Once you've been in the guild 60 days, you have the privilege of sponsoring. However, you can only sponsor one person per month. This is a rule so that each person gets the attention and help they need to find their way around what is a very large guild. I understand that there are sometimes special circumstances. So if there are extenuating circumstances, such as you're inviting your parent or your spouse to the guild, talk to Wirio to find out if an exception can be made. Please don't assume that it will happen. We have the rules for sponsorship to ensure the best experience possible for our new members. Also, Endless members, if you want to swap your main, work with someone on the sponsorship team to move your tunes around and ensure that all your tunes are tagged correctly in the alt guilds. And that's what I have for Endless. So moving forward, we have the recruitment report.
I'm going to channel my inner shaman and talk for Lily for the moment, as she is raiding, I believe. Okay, so we had in November of 2020 78 applications to the rating side. We had, of those, 39 are trialing. 6 of the apps were Merc apps. And if you were compared to last year or even last month, that's basically double. Last year, November, was 33. Last month was 46 in terms of Raider apps. Obviously, last year wasn't a new expansion, so that makes a lot of sense. But just even showing that even though, ratings already hadn't started yet and the expansion was new, I mean, it's been a huge draw to get people in the guild. And then social apps, 25 social apps. And I think that's all she had for me for recruitment.
Okay. Banking.
Hi. All new materials are still being awarded double tickets. We're going to keep that going until further notice. We're currently having an issue with the API and being able to run our winners for the donation raffle. However, don't fear, we're still tracking everything and we'll announce the prizes as soon as the issue is fixed. If you'd like to set up a run or a farming group for the guild, please reach out to Katarina and he'll get you all set up. Donations at any time can be sent into EK Donate. We had hoped to start supplying raid packages for the runs and the teams in January. At this time, we're going to have to push that date back until February. We're currently lacking in donations coming into the Guild Bank in order to meet this goal. I'm going to be pinning our current bank totals for 1 month of raid packages in the Guild Discord under banking after I'm finished talking. This will let you see exactly what we need, not only per month, but also what our current needs are to be able to accomplish this. And I believe that Jazzy was working on something to publish to the banking channel so that we can kind of keep that up to date. So the commissary is going to start running again. However, we won't be starting it until we can sustain supplying our raid packages. The transmute program is also going to be operating again in Shadowlands. I know Katarina's already reached out to some of you. If you're interested in transmuting Shadestones for us, please reach out to him. We ran a betting ring on which class would be the first to 60. A monk made it to 61st after Shadowlands launched. However, nobody bet monk. So keep a lookout for future games of chance from the guild. We still have some bank tabs that are available to rent from the Eternal Kingdom Bank. If you're interested in renting one for your team, let me know and we'll get you sorted out. We have some new people joining us on the banking team as well. Kaz will be working on the sales section of the Guild Bank for carries. If you're interested in being an advertiser or applying to sell, please reach out to Kaz, Spank, or Jazzy. We are currently working on setting up this as a sales community for our guild. There will be more to come once this program is fully fleshed out. Fly has joined us as well, and he'll be working with Major Chill on the Guild Games of Chance. They have some great things in the works for all of you eager gamblers, so please keep an eye out for the next event. Our banking survey is now closed, and we'd like to thank everybody that took the time to fill it out, and we look forward to moving ahead with lots of the suggestions that we got. The banking team also put together a document to wrap up BFA for the Guild. We've titled it State of the Vault, and this will be pinned in the banking channel in Discord as well after this, so you can go through and you can see kind of what our goals are, where we met some of those objectives, how banking's growing, some of the things that are going to be coming up, and then there's some special shout-outs in there for some folks as well. And as always, if you have any ideas, questions, or would like to be part of banking, please don't hesitate to reach out and talk to me. Thanks.
So as far as the Shadestone, in order to get the reputation, are we doing runs for that?
So we have been doing some runs for that. They haven't been happening as frequently as I'd like. I think everybody's just super busy, and that's okay. But if you want to do them, definitely find somebody on the banking team. You can hit me up in Discord, and I'll try to help you organize a group. It's pretty easy. We figured the one night that we did it, as long as you're getting all of the correct mobs, you get somewhere between 600 to 1,000 reputation per run. Also, what buffs you have up, is Dark Moon Fair running? I think the Thanksgiving buff was running for a while, and if you're human or not. So it's quite easy to get to Honored when you're doing those.
Okay, thank you, Nai. Now we have events.
All right, so Leia has for events. We are running a streamathon. We did not run one in December, so we are running one in January. The date is going to be the 30th, and the charity is going to be for Camp Ronald McDonald Good Times. So I know all of you guys are pretty eager for keys, and so keep an eye out for more details for the streamathon. Start thinking about your teams, your team names, that kind of fun stuff. We are also having a in-guild New Year's Eve party or New Year's Eve event. I know a lot of us can't go anywhere, which sucks, so we're going to have a party here. Some events that are going to be running: Jackbox, Scriblio, Among Us, or if you just want to come hang out and, chit chat and laugh and drink and whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. Events are going to be starting at 5 p.m. PST on New Year's Eve. So we hope to see you there. Also, the podcast Roundtable Report. I don't know if some of you saw that. I watched it, or, listened to it. It was pretty good. So the social media team putting that together, I definitely recommend checking out the podcast and future ones as they come out. They are available on multiple platforms and YouTube. So I should be able to find that on the EK YouTube page. We're also working on moving a lot of Discord channels around, trying to make things easier. We've upgraded the Discord. And there's still some things to be done, but hopefully some of you guys have noticed some of the quality of life improvements. If you haven't, maybe take a moment to take a look. And that is all Leia has for events and media.
Okay, thank you. And Allie, it's your turn.
Hey, me again. All right, super important. Guild surveys. We put them out every year, and these surveys are for everyone. If you're a raider, if you're a social, if you're a horde, if you're alliance, if you're an officer, if you're not, it doesn't matter. Please fill out a guild survey. We read every single last one of them, and we make notes on ways that we can use your suggestions, your comments, both good and bad, to help improve the guild. Can we fix everything immediately overnight with the snap of a finger? Absolutely not. But we can definitely make strides in the right direction. So please, 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 please take the 5 to 15 minutes, fill out a guild survey, be as honest as possible. They are 100% anonymous unless you choose to leave your name. So, say whatever it is you want to say. Please keep criticism to a constructive manner. And on the survey this year is the new guild logo and mascot. So if for no other reason, please go fill out a guild survey so that you can vote, as I'm sure the people who put in submissions would love to know who's winning the awesome prize. So yes, guild surveys. I will be pinging the guild again tonight, as well as the day before they're due, which is December the 20th. So yes, please, please, please fill them out. Very important. My next thing on here, Ask a Raider Council. So I talked about this probably about 9 months ago, and it never really got off the ground because busy, busy, busy. But starting this month, probably around Christmas time, I should have the Ask a Raider Council completely up and running. What is this? Well, I have gone around with a little help from Wolf and of course the team leads, and we have found I think currently the council has 11 people spread across the guild over multiple different classes and so forth. And they are going to be answering your questions kind of like a Dear Abby style. So if you have questions about tanking, about healing, about raid leading, about where to find information, all kinds of questions, we're going to be doing our best to give answers to those questions. So if you're not comfortable leaving your name, you don't have to. We'll post the answers in the guild Discord or something. But hopefully people can use this as a resource to push their personal progression, whatever that may be. So please, if you have a question, feel free to ask the council, and that'll probably go up in another week or so. Another place to find info, the resources channels. A couple of those are being reworked, but there's a lot of stuff in the raid resources channels. There's videos, there's weak aura stuff. I know a lot of it that I put up originally was based on beta, so there's going to be some changes and some fixes and updates. If you have stuff to put in the resources channel, please DM it to me and I will change it out. Or if you have suggestions, this is a better weak aura than that one or whatever, let me know. And it's really helpful for the rest of the guild if you find something really awesome. And then lastly is my office hours. I know sometimes people have trouble getting their thoughts across, or they're bored, or whatever, they want to meet new people. I'm going to be keeping office hours in my channel in Allie's Asylum on Monday evenings. I'll probably be farming flowers or something, or most definitely watching Twitch. I think 7 raid teams are raiding on Mondays. And so that's basically going to be sometime between 6:30 PST to whenever I feel like falling asleep, which is probably going to be more like 9:30 PST on Monday nights. So if you have something that you want to do, you're bored, you want to come hang out, you want to watch our teams kick some boss bum, come hang out with me. And that is everything that I have.
Thank you, Allie. Does anyone have anything to add before I conclude the meeting?